this is why I believe the New York Jets will crush the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. I know there's a lot of people that are going to have a problem with that. They're not going to want to hear that. If you're not a Jets fan and you're a Dolphin fan, you're definitely not going to hear that. And even some Jet fans are going to be upset by it. I'm jinxing it, being too overly confident, or just simply they're not convinced and are upset with anybody else who starts believing in the team before them, which is fine. I'm not even insulting that. There's a time where I would have looked at myself and said, you're nuts and you're crazy. But the reality is the Dolphins are banged up, so that helps. But also the Jets are on a high. They are determined to win a game in their division. Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson now has weapons, just like we had hoped. And those weapons are going to help him excel and help him reach his potential. We saw in the fourth quarter, Zach finally came out of his shell. That's how I want to put it. He came out of his shell because he stopped using his brain and playing up here, and he just started playing with this, with his heart. All of the practice, all of the reps, all of the things that you're doing during the week that Zach was doing off the offseason, all the studying of the playbook. The purpose of that is not to have to go through it while you're doing it. The purpose of that is it needs to be muscle memory. So when you're playing on instinct, on adrenaline, you're looking in the right places. You're reading those defenses instinctively, not because you're bringing up what you studied and saying, okay, when this guy moves over there, it means this. No, it means looking and feeling what's happening. It means feeling what's happening when he's looking downfield. It's a feel thing. And what happened and what we saw, I believe, was the birth of Zach Wilson. In that fourth quarter, he stopped thinking. He stopped running the playbook and just was a quarterback following his instincts, kind of like a muscle memory that was set up by all that studying of the playbook. Does that mean he's going to be perfect? No, no quarterback is. What it means is he's going to be incredibly hard to stop. He's going to be a quarterback that's very dangerous and very consistent. When Zach got out of his head, you saw the accuracy. That's the accuracy I've been screaming about for 2 years. That's the accuracy I saw at BYU when I watched all the tape. He was no longer a player overthinking. He was just acting and throwing and reacting and playing football. And boy, did his arm come alive when he was doing that. That's what's going to make us crush Miami, because we're going to put up points. We're going to put up a lot of points. And our defense is getting better each week. Miami is another team that I am not afraid of their running game. And if I'm not afraid of their running game, that means our safeties are due to have another big week. I do believe that the coaches are looking at the tape. And I think the message has to get clear to our defensive linemen, specifically the guys at edge. They must contain the edge. You cannot push inside without the boundary being protected. If there's a linebacker there, if that's the play, fine. But even when you're getting to that quarterback, you cannot go directly to the quarterback if you're leaving the edge open. You must man your space. What that means is if you're an edge and you get through and break through, you have to hold the outside. You have to make sure that as you pursue the quarterback, he cannot go around you. If it's a running play, you have to have part of the left part of your body in a position against that offensive lineman that you could push him out of the way and go to the outside to seal the edge. You cannot let the offensive lineman get outside of you to where you can't get to the edge if that running back runs around. That's the NFL. That's what makes an edge run in the NFL work or not work. And when you go up against a team with a good defensive line that knows how to seal the edge, that's why it's so hard in the NFL to run in the edge. And that's why you have to run in between the tackles. So we need to see that happen. I believe we will. I think that just like we learned with Garrett Wilson after week 1 and saw more play from him, we are going to get more play from Bryce Huff, who still needs to learn, again, to protect that edge. But boy, does he have a great first move. Boy, does he get off on that snap. There's no way we can do without that. More Michael Clemens. Yes. Can we see more of JFM in the middle? I hope so. But we got the talent. We're learning how to use it. Miami, watch out, because here comes the New York Jets. We're going to crush you. We're going to beat you bad. Jet fans, get ready. This is going to be our first big, non-stressful fourth quarter win in a really long time. Go Jets. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the content. That's what helps me out. That's what keeps me going. And that's what will get you more content. Take care, Jets fans.